Well, hi. I didn't see you there.
Every time it hits me. I don't know why I always laugh.
It's because he really didn't.
It's never funny.
He was never paying attention.
I have no idea what I'm doing. It's been like a month. I don't know how this works at all anymore.
Well, welcome to the season premiere.
Oh yes, the season premiere of The Reliables. If you
Is this
didn't
really?
know, which I'm hoping you know if you're on this channel, but if you didn't know, this is the Zombie Orpheus Entertainment channel, and this is The Reliables, which is our tabletop RPG live stream show. And not just any tabletop RPG live stream show, but the most interactive tabletop RPG live stream show out there.
Yep. Just,
Hell yeah.
you can just dig right into this with your hands and feel it run through your fingers.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Okay.
Swirl it around a little bit.
Yeah, let's stop it right there. But why don't I introduce you to some of these strange disembodied voices that you might be hearing, saying stuff that's way funnier than anything I could ever come up with.
Yeah, he's right.
Why don't we start with Bryce Bewald? Hey, Bryce. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. How you guys doing today?
Oh, super good.
Oh, nice,
Super
nice,
good.
Very nice, very nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like your hair.
Oh, thank you. I've been growing it out. This
The
month
last
has
couple of
been
weeks.
long.
And
It's been
braiding
a
it.
long month.
Yeah.
Well, I'm playing Vector Reigns,
Victor Reigns!
and he's pretty much amazing at everything he does. Men wish they were him. Women wish they were him. Vector's just happy with everybody, though. He is the captain of the ship of his mind.
Of his own destiny?
Yeah, he's the captain of his own destiny. And believes he should be in charge of everybody else too. But you know what? He's a family man. He likes to hang out. Everyone. That's it, right? We were just doing
Juicy
those.
at
Okay,
that
cool.
Just those.
Just those. Okay.
You know, so who else we have? I mean, you can see who else we have. But I'm just going to go ahead and introduce who else
they're
we
right
have.
there.
'Cause, you know, we've got Sharon Chase Bebop over here. Hi, Sharon.
What? I was really excited to find that there was another Bebop. I thought I was the only one.
Yeah, no, this is a weird coincidence.
It was
too, by the way.
weird.
It's gonna
yeah,
happen.
It was strange.
You have no idea how long I had to look to find another one.
Is that why I was
Yeah.
cast? It was, another Bebop. We need a
So
match
far
set.
away.
That's what we did for the last show when we did Masters of the Metaverse. I think Maggie only got the job because her last name was Doyle.
Oh, weird.
That's not real.
Where'd you find her? You're not allowed to say it's against the press.
Tracks, we got them.
Legally.
Sometimes they're railroad, sometimes they're bunny. Let's go. I'm playing. Yeah. Rabbit trails.
I've never
Getting
heard.
distracted.
Oh, rabbit trails. That makes sense.
Bunny tracks.
I've never heard.
Which is
I've heard
ice
of-
cream.
I've had moose tracks.
Also ice cream.
Mhm.
Yeah. Playing Sam
we
Stevens.
live in an urban environment. The tracks that we're used to seeing don't involve bunnies.
Right.
Yeah.
Tire tracks.
thought you
aren't
said
the best
rabid.
ice cream flavor though.
But you can get hopped up.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
See, now we're hopping in the same meadow now. That's
No.
She is our heroine.
Oh,
Good.
I'm turning the channel.
Wait.
Oh crap! I'm still here.
I close my eyes, I open them, nothing's changed.
So this character that I'm playing, about that show we do, I'm playing Sam Stevens, new to the crew, Spunky Gumshoe, optimistic,
Worst nickname
and very
ever.
nice.
Spunky Gumshoe.
Come, get over here, Spunky Gumshoe.
Spunky!
I regret nothing. That's, yeah.
There we go.
Wow.
Yeah.
I had to think about
That's
it.
all I got because this is my 3rd episode. So
Well,
everything else got canceled due to the ice.
and other terrible events.
Mhm.
And then the ice
The
melted.
virus.
So many.
So many bad things. Well, you can see who else we have here. I mean, in the Great Wig, we've got Owen Severance over there. Hey, Owen.
Hi. I'm playing Weird Al Yankovic today. Certain parodies I'll be doing include White and Nerdy, Bad, and Eat It from 1985's Eat It.
Best album.
If you know who that is, that was really cool. If not, it's all right. Just move on. Move on.
I don't think any of them are old enough.
I play Guy Whiteman and Jean Rata. Guy Whiteman's a forklift operator who is insecure and weird, according to her.
And nice. And nice.
Oh, and
Nice.
nice.
Yeah.
He's
He's
nice.
nice.
He's nice. And Jean Rata, who is the parasite who lives in his head, who is
That's
a
a-
telekinetic.
Rude way to say best
Yeah, it seems
friend.
kind of judgy.
Yeah, you mispronounced soulmate.
Yeah. Hurtful.
He's always leaving the toilet seat up. Well, I'm always, yeah.
Are you saying your head is a toilet?
Well, I mean, that's what you guys told me before we started this. You knocked me off my high horse. That's pretty much it. Am I doing the Avatar too? Or?
No, not
No,
yet.
no.
Let's not
No,
What
talk about
Avatar?
your avatar just yet.
Guy Whiteman, Jean Rata.
Oh, I'm not.
They're starting to get to know each other.
Mm-hmm.
Character arc. Hated each other at first.
Getting simpatico.
Yeah, getting simpatico. That movie with Al Pacino from
No,
back
that's
in the day.
Serpico.
That's right. Every time he gets out, they pull him right now. That's right.
That's Serpico.
Is it super thanks? Okay.
So,
All right. Yeah.
Thanks,
Hey.
everybody.
We've
There you
also
go.
got Christian Doyle here, everyone. Christian
Hi,
Doyle.
everybody.
If you didn't notice,
Here I am.
I mean,
I
he
got
hasn't
the-
stopped talking the entire time the show has been on.
I have stopped on several occasions. There were 6 of them.
Only to go to the
Pauses
bathroom.
in between. There were some empty air spots that I also didn't talk during, I think.
You had to go to the bathroom at one point.
There,
Mm, mm,
no,
There you go.
not yet. No,
Oh,
not yet.
Okay.
Hi, my name's Christian Doyle. I play the character of Jonah Mox, who is a somewhat middling shapeshifter with some excellent thieving skills. That's pretty much his whole story. Oh, yeah. He's bonded to a cowboy who made a deal with the devil.
Mm. But of course, nothing can go wrong with that,
No,
right?
no, everything. I'm sure that will never come back to bite me in the ass.
Never.
Oh, and hey, since we got you over there, do you want to talk about like the game that we play? on
Oh
this
yeah,
show?
you guys know you guys are familiar with
What
the
do
game we play.
What
No.
game is
It's the Savage
Explain.
World. Savage World. Have you heard of it?
this?
No, tell
I
us
might
what
have
it's
a little
about.
something right
Sure.
here, Savage Worlds Adventure Edition by Pinnacle Entertainment Group. It is fast, furious, fun. Pick a genre, any genre. You can do that with Savage Worlds. Want to play just old school dungeon delving fun? Savage Worlds. Want to play some cyberpunk fun? Savage Worlds. Want to play some superhero? Savage Worlds. Sci-fi? Savage Worlds. Horror? Savage Worlds.
Whoa,
Savage
hey,
Worlds.
Hey.
Oh,
Yeah, no, that was,
thank you.
yeah.
No, I feel like
Oh
it's
my God,
appropriate.
Weird Al just touched me.
You've been blessed with the gift of parody. That was
Hey,
awesome.
and
by the
I
way.
previously mentioned to you guys that this is the most interactive live stream RPG show, and you know why and how it is?
No.
Oh, we have this thing called a store where you people at home, yeah, you, no, not you, that one, yeah, you right there, yes, you can pay money right here in our store to change the story, add things to it, give our players buffs, give them really terrible sequences of events, make them give you confessionals, tell you stories, all kinds of other wonderful and lovely things. And Bryce, you want to tell us about that store at all?
Tell us about the store,
Maybe,
Brian.
please.
Tell us about the store,
Don't
I
make me
guess I
talk
can
about
do
the
that.
store.
Enter the store,
I
Brian.
was just thinking. I feel like that movie that Mel Gibson did, The Passion
The
of the
one?
something.
Passion
Like
of the Bryce.
that's what,
Passion of the
Passion
Braveheart.
of the Bryce,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like that's what my hair feels like. So,
Wait, Christian is here? I never noticed. Begin non sequiturs.
Flight is.
Meltdown
So my phone says it.
How's the studio? Rolling lines. James tries to kill everyone in Savage Worlds.
You're not wrong. Yeah.
Thanks, Lumiere.
That was very sinister, robot.
So-
Yeah, well, you know.
Savage World.
So speaking of a shout out, that wasn't actually a shout out, but on the store we can buy things like a shout out, where you can just say whatever you want. There's also a Benny saved, the Benny earned, which will give us a Benny, which really helps us live, because James is usually trying to kill us, like Lumiere said. We use bennies to do a lot of different things. We can move around on our slider. We can, re-roll stuff unless we both get ones on a roll, and that sucks. There's only one thing that happens with. It's not shape-shifting. You could give James a Benny, which is jamming in the works, and he will use it for bad purposes. So I just suggest we don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Just don't.
There is also a personality reorder.
The shadow. Sorry,
Shadow?
Shadow?
I don't know.
Oh, I see. Oh, just read it.
It's a compulsion.
You have to finish
Compulsion.
it. If you don't finish it,
It's weird. There's a personality reorder, and that just moves us on the slider according to
whichever way you want.
your wins. There's win, loser, draw, which allows us to get a new card. By the way, initiative is handled with cards, so we can get new cards. We could also force James to draw a new card if we don't like where his guys are going.
And we don't.
We usually
don't
don't.
do that one.
There's a system shock, which just basically we all move around randomly on the slider. James gets to decide. He does do it randomly. I've watched him. It is not just him being a jerk. Just so you know,
Not
I have
just.
watched him. It's random.
I only did that in Masters of the Metaverse. In this show, it's completely legitimate.
Totally random. Then there's Dance Magic Dance. If you want to see us dance around, you could do that. We will. In our chairs.
Yeah.
Because the camera, that's where we're at.
Like both.
We will dance. We'll do a shake. We'll do the wave. We'll do so many things.
We'll do that dance he did
We'll
with
do
Mick
any
Jagger.
dance that isn't trademarked.
What dance
And
is
some
that
that are.
trademark?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know if they can do
the
that.
Carlton dance actually lost that case. So we could do the Carlton dance.
They outlawed that, really?
Yeah.
Oh, they overturned it?
They
They
should outlaw that.
in-lauded it.
They should.
Right.
Story time. You ask us something, and we'll tell you. We'll tell you from our deepest, darkest heart's desires of whatever you ask.
Things are gonna get gross.
There's a reliable source, which is in the moment we will pause and tell you exactly what we're thinking. So, if you want to know why we push somebody down that well, pause, reliable source, we'll tell you. There's getting an education, which is James gets to give all of his mooks an edge, which usually makes them way more hard to fight. There's a meta meltdown where we're in avatars. Well, what if we were in different avatars? Like the ones right next to us. That's what a meta meltdown is. It shifts around according to James's whims.
Everybody switches hats.
Oh, my hat is so sweaty.
Yeah.
My hat is so sweaty.
Yeah, I'm not playing that game today. I'm not wearing sweaty hats.
I made a mistake. And a wool cloak.
Yeah.
Why?
Well thought out.
Yeah, I didn't think. It's usually cold in here. Rule of cool. We will go around in an order. The order that is initiative. And we'll tell you the coolest, physics be damned, amazingest things that mostly we will probably never be able to do without the rule of cool. And then one of us actually gets to do it. Everybody else gets to try. And
How do
with
we
the
know which
negatives.
I
one?
love that one.
They get to vote.
What?
Sharon Bebop. Sharon Sam Shadris Bebop. Sorry.
That's a lot of names.
Sharon Sam Stevens Shadris Bebop. So many S's.
The first.
There-
Esquire.
It
Their
should be
wedding
the
was a
7th
nightmare.
or the 6th.
I really
All
had
the
to do that
S's.
on purpose. I didn't. It was totally random.
And finally, the hack attack.
Merc, stop looking under the table.
Stop it, Merc.
Don't think we don't see you down there.
Last thing is a hack attack. You want to put something wacky in the show? Do it. You want to give us a teleporting leprechaun that spreads joy to the world? Do that.
I like the idea that it's a teleporting leprechaun.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh no!
Oh,
he
the
left
sores!
part
Oh, the
behind.
sores! Oh,
oh, my hands.
oh my
fellow.
hands! So many sores! Oh.
So you do whatever you want. You can add
Me lucky
anything
arms.
into the. Oh no! I like Lucky Arms. That's the thing.
Gross.
That's good. That's good. And
Oh,
that's the
man.
story, James. To the best of our ability.
God, I hope that's everything you wished for.
I'm so thirsty.
I don't know why I put myself through this.
Well, you get paid.
Yeah,
It's money.
Oh, maybe.
I guess that explains everything. Hey, you know, we talked about pilots and avatars, and that's something that we're going to see in this show. It's where our pilot characters, the ones they've introduced to you to, get to share the body with another character. Minds and souls are both in there, and there's going to be a little slider that you can see on the screen down there. It's going to indicate who happens to be in charge at any given moment, whether it's the pilot, the avatar, or a mix of them both. And that also determines which character sheet they get to use while that is going on. If they're in the middle, they get the best of both worlds. They can use them both, but they get a little bit of a penalty because it's hard to make decisions when you have multiple minds in your head. I mean, ask Guy Whiteman. He has to deal with it every single day.
It's a nightmare.
But hey, that's Pilots and Avatars. What happened last season? Christian, do you remember? Because I don't.
Oh, yeah. You do remember.
Do you?
I thought about it. You totally remember what happened last season. That's a real thing. That was all you, bud.
I got nothing.
Okay, so I'll break it down for you real quick. So the Reliables, at the end of the season before, Jonah Mox finally had been relieved of his parole and free to leave the ship, which was a big exciting thing, but he decided to stay on and hang out with the crew. And only to have like a new threat rear its ugly head throughout the metaverses. Somebody or something was traveling to different metaverses and murdering just everybody. Like anybody of importance, avatars, pilots, you name it, they were getting whacked.
This does sound like something I've written.
Yeah, no, because there was so much death. That's why you think that, because it was definitely you. Anyway, we found out over the course of the season that it was a person. I don't know if a human or what, or a pilot or what, but definitely some sort of superior entity was traveling back through its own timeline and making sure it never existed, so his boyfriend wouldn't turn into our season 2 villains.
Oh, okay.
Even though, yeah.
That sounds pretty terrible.
Yeah,
But what happened at the end of the season?
Well, funny story about that. We caught what's-his-face, pretty much stopped him from doing all the stuff.
Okay.
Only to find out that all the stuff that we were stopping probably should have happened, because if he didn't do it, then, long story short, the guys that are our bosses, the masters of the metaverse, are going to cause all of this bad stuff to be happening, and now we have decided to go rogue and break off from the masters and kind of do our own thing to keep that from happening.
And did like anything really terrible happen to any members of the crew at the end?
Oh, you mean when our captain got jettisoned from the ship?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
that.
John Stone, the only master of the metaverse on board, Pierce, our erstwhile pilot and ship owner / coward, literally shot him out the airlock.
Oops.
Into and not like into space where
No,
he would have been
that
fine,
would have been fine.
but like into the space between time and space. Like, you know, when you see Doctor Who's TARDIS like floating through the credits,
Yeah.
I imagine that's where John Stone is, just floating around in some big tunnel.
Poor
So
guy.
he's gone. He's gone. Who knows what happened to him?
Mm.
And yeah, that was last season.
But you did you come up with a plan
Oh,
of
yeah,
how you're
no,
going to
we've got-
deal with
we've got a whole
these
plan.
masters of the metaverse?
Yeah, we're not playing this game with the Masters of the Metaverse, because we did the math on that, and it turns out that they are way more badass than we are in pretty much every way. Oh yeah, and he threw out Reese. You're right. Yeah, he threw out Reese. That's messed up, Merc.
Right?
Because that was my drinking buddy.
Mm.
Anyway,
Hey, but at least John's not alone then.
yeah, he has a carriage to hang out with. A carriage with a drinking problem
And no booze.
and no booze.
That can only get great.
That's the worst kind of drinking problem.
Yeah.
Out of drink.
A transformer alcoholic is the cyborg's only companion. I guess they have something in common,
They're
and that
angry.
they are
at
both
you.
tools.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, but we have a new plan, a new way we're going to go about this. It's not to make sure that we. It's basically not to try and beat them, but to make sure that we don't get beat. And we've been working on it for some time, and I'm kind of proud of what we came up with.
All right. So let's, well, we're going to jump right into. It's been 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks since John Stone got kicked out the airlock.
And I miss him already.
Not
Things
as
have
much
been-
as I do.
Yeah.
Things have been a lot quieter on the ship. There has
Yeah.
been a lot of, well,
My laundry
trepidation.
is everywhere. I'm just
Yeah.
going to say it.
A lot of trepidation. There's a lot of worry. You know, the masters of the metaverse are not people that you mess with. I mean,
Yeah.
they're essentially gods compared to the rest of you being mere mortals. I mean, John Stone was among their number, and by far, as powerful as he was, the absolute weakest of them by quite a huge margin.
We didn't do anything wrong. This is on Pierce. Pierce did things wrong, right? We're all agreed on that?
Well, I mean, I'm not saying he made the wrong choice. I'm just
Oh,
saying
no.
he didn't consult us about it first. But, you know, his ship, his rule, I guess.
Yeah, that's how it is.
He does have a track record of not consulting anyone about anything.
Right.
That,
And,
that fits.
That's part of what we're trying to take care of here. So,
Yeah, that is part of what you're trying to care. But you come up with somewhat of a plan, and that plan involves you need allies. You need to bond avatars that are really going to help you out.
Whoop!
Yay!
all right. That's good news.
Yeah.
But you need allies. You need to find avatars that you can bond to that will make you slightly higher in survivability.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you need as many like artifacts, legendary
We need loot,
items
and
of
we need
power,
the right kind of loot from the
Yeah.
right kind of places.
special, anything that can, well, try and even up the score there, or at least make it so you can survive to fight another day when going up against such massive powerhouses as the Masters of the Metaverse.
Hmm.
And so you've been scouting out possible locations where these kinds of things might be found. And that's where we're going to start our story today. Is you've found a particular one. It's a very, high fantasy type setting, swords, sorcery, dragons, elves, fae, magic, all that crazy wild stuff. And what comes with all that crazy wild stuff is, of course, crazy artifacts of power that can do great things.
When
Yes.
wizards run the world, they make some pretty cool shit.
So you got to maybe borrow something or some things if you can find it that
Procure.
might help you with your end goal. Now, what exactly that might be, hard to say. I mean, it's not like any of you have been here before and know exactly what to find, but the probability is on your side. And, that's one great thing about having Pierce in your crew is the guy can instantly calculate the probability of anything. And there is a 99% chance that there is something incredibly powerful in this particular dimension.
Excellent. Good
Great
work,
odds.
Pierce.
Now,
I like him.
it means doing something that you haven't done before. It means somewhat splitting up the team, but not really splitting up the team. It means sending a few of you in and avatars. People who already know the lay of the land. And then, of course, to get anything out, you're going to need somebody there in person as well. And by group decision, it was decided that Jonah Mox was going to be the best person to go in person.
Yeah.
Maybe he could keep a disguise up if he can, not turn into a puddle of goo.
He's also made of pockets.
I'm
And yeah,
also made of pockets.
great at stealing stuff, and since part of what you're here for is to potentially steal stuff, obviously the best choice. But it does mean you might have a problem when you hop into those metapods and jump into avatars. Your avatars aren't going to necessarily know who Jonah Mox is, or be even remotely favorable to him, or, maybe not kill him in the process.
It's okay. I've got a plan to get each of you out should you be too far gone.
Okay.
That's good.
Now, he's got a secondary purpose there, as we discussed, finding avatars worth bonding. As you go into these different places, that member of the team who is there as themselves needs to evaluate these avatars. Is this someone that you should bond to gain some kind of a power or ability? Or is it somebody you should skip that process with?
It's good to find new friends, and you're going to need lots of new friends. Anything to
Mhm,
fill holes that we have in our team dynamic. Right now, we have exactly 1.5 magic users, and really more like 1.25 with as good as I am at it.
Mm-hmm.
Then that's really overestimating your capabilities.
Yeah. I was
You have one magic
I
user.
was literally bragging.
Rounding up.
There is one magic user.
So keep an eye out for that. That's a good possibility. That's
Okay,
something that we
okay.
might run into while we're down there. One of the advantages that we are going to have that we didn't used to have is the use of earpieces.
How?
Won't do
Okay.
you any good when you're fully an avatar, of course. But if
Okay.
the pilot aspect is there at all,
No. I'm just going to bring some with me.
physically, that could make a big difference.
I'm also bringing equipment type things as they may be needed.
Just don't leave
Gun
anything
box.
there. It could screw up that timeline.
Right.
Can you bring truth and justice?
Did you really name your guns Truth and Justice?
No, I just come up with something off the cuff every time I talk
He's
about
got a
them.
It's the
list.
I call
American
mine
way.
people skills.
Pain and punishment.
Shock and awe.
Shock and awe. This and that.
Yeah, there's no
Laverne
way
and
that
Shirley.
bringing high-powered, ray guns to a fantasy setting could possibly alter the timeline.
It's a wizard.
I'm not saying that I'm not going to bring them, but I'm not saying that I am going to bring them. It depends on.
We'll just play by ear.
The problem is, like, if you have an avatar and he gets his hands on some particle accelerators like that, we don't know what he's going to do with them if he takes over.
That's true.
I mean, it's a magic wand that can level a mountaintop. I'm pretty sure.
I can think of some uses for that.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Like a lot of them.
Mhm.
It's a lot easier to take everything when there's nothing to hide behind. But just think about it.
All right, so I don't know what kind of avatars you're going to have when you go down there. I'm sorry, but I will find you. You're going to be pretty easy to find. Just
Mm-hmm.
most of the reason that I'm the person going on this mission is that one escape pod that we have that's going to get me planetside. Not only does it only hold one individual, but it's probably only good for about one use before it falls
Ooh.
apart. So if this mission doesn't work, we don't exactly have a way to try this again.
Gotcha. Well,
Okay.
let's
So,
make this work then.
The translation is John Mox drew the short straw.
Yeah.
You might end up just doing this as a 3-person operation. John Mox might not survive the transit.
Well, if we see you, we'll see you.
Wait,
Don't take
Maybe.
my guns anymore. I'll just leave those back on the ship. Just in case,
All right. I have to go put something away real quick. Nothing. Get pods. Go on.
it's something.
All right, you
Good
climb into your metapods. Brace yourselves for the worst.
Pierce,
and-
don't forget to actually set a course for that planet that we have to go to.
I'm already there. Come on.
Oh, God, you can't even feel these things move.
Nope.
He's good. I mean, I'll give him that. Do we hate him?
You know, some days...
I don't know him, so I don't.
He's the guy who flies the ship, so we try not to actively hate him.
Okay.
He
All right. I don't
tries to
actively
help.
hate you.
He does try to help. It just often is under the guise of selfish things.
I see. Okay.
He also, tries to look out for number one most of the time too.
All right, be good heroes. I'll get there when I get there.
And the light of the metaverse surrounds you, and you find yourselves in avatars. For Vector Reigns, you find yourselves in the legendary elvish archer Samir, hero of the land, caster of magic spells that enhance your archery talents, slayer of countless orcs and other foul beasts. Yes, you are truly a legend. Sam Stevens finds herself in the avatar of Shadris the Wise, the most powerful spellcaster in all of the land, mysterious, aloof, and master of ancient eldritch magic. None are her equal, intellectually, with magic, or, well, pretty much anything. She's the best at everything. Guy Whiteman and Jean Rita, you find yourself in the avatar of Gogan, fierce warrior, barbarian from the north. Like a stalking panther combined with a lion and a bear and a dragon and every other mighty animal all at once.
The dolphin!
Your confidence and arrogance knows no bounds. Together, you are 3 of the most legendary heroes to ever walk the face of this planet. Countless kings, princes, princesses have come to you for aid. You have saved cities, defended villages, slayed foul beasts, fought hordes of monsters. You are famous everywhere, and a famous adventuring hero's work is never done. Which is why you find yourselves on the road once more. This time, tasked with a king, or by a king, to slay a vile dragon terrorizing the lands of the north. It was said that the dragons were gone, but clearly, at least one of these powerful, terrible beasts reign. and it has ravaged villages, slain people by the score, destroyed caravans, or so this king has told you.
Well, another dragon.
We will bathe in its blood.
I would just like it if you bathed.
Well, all right.
The blood seems a bit unsanitary. But if
I'll
you
bathe in it anyway. Let us find this dragon and slay it valiantly with strong pecs and arms of steel.
Every dragon's weakness.
Clearly.
Pecs.
And then the three of you spy the strangest thing. The middle of day, and is that a shooting star?
What does this mean?
It is a sign.
Shadris.
It means there's a hot rock falling from space.
Very wise.
Indeed.
So, Jonah Mox, it worked out mostly according to plan.
It is screaming.
It worked out mostly according to plan. The launch was successful. The descent into atmosphere still kept the pod together, didn't come apart. But no retro rockets, so the descent really didn't slow as you got close to the ground.
Stuck right into the ground.
There was a few bounces, and you sort of lost a little bit of that self-control you had. It just went entirely liquid. So by the time it stopped, you are everywhere
Shaken, not stirred.
inside of this egg-shaped device.
Great. I'm a smoothie, just like that.
And your head hurts. But you made it. Hey, it's a good thing they picked you because, well, any of them would probably be a mess of broken bones at this point. You're gonna need to fix that before you give it another shot.
Should have totally had Guy do that. All right, let's get out and see where the hell we are. I've got my medieval suit on. There we
Oh
go.
yeah, you're blending in.
I get medieval Europe and the 80s mixed up a lot, so
That tracks.
that's just the way it is. And out I get. Like, ooze out. Any.
It's a beautiful and pristine world. You don't see any skyscrapers, no unnatural light. The air is clean. It's
Where are the
wonderful.
shopping malls?
There's no concrete, no paved roads.
Hmm.
You know, a beautiful open plain on a hillside, and in the distance there are 3 people on foot. Seem to be looking your direction.
I grab my duffel, which is an odd backpack, old looking for some reason. And, pull out my little tracker and see if those are my guys.
Yep, they're there. They're all in the back seat though at the moment.
Yeah. That's not good. That's fine. I'll approach them friendly, with a jovial.
It would appear that the shooting star is a tiny man.
From super far away, I'm going to put an arrow at his feet.
Hail, friends!
And an arrow
It
sticks in the
speaks.
dirt at your feet.
Stay where you are, spaceman.
Come no further.
Okay, I'll just stay over here then.
What are your intentions?
Friendly? Like specifically, I'm thinking lunch maybe.
Shadris,
I threw up most of what I had on the way down.
do we trust a stranger?
Strangers who offer you food? No.
I don't have food. I'm not offering you food. I just told you my intentions were
lunch.
to have food.
Worse, his intentions are to scam us out of lunch.
Nope, don't want your food. Just saying hi. Greetings. Hello. Noble heroes, I'm assuming?
I'm going to keep my,
You assume you have not heard of us?
No. Nope, not from around here. Just fell out of the sky. Not 30 seconds ago. See?
He is obviously from far away if he has not heard of us.
It's true.
Well, pleasure and well met. My name is Samir.
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 Samir. Come here.
Do not trust him. It is a trap.
It's a trap.
Grogan, if Grogan says not to do it, I should probably do it.
Got it. So, on this world, elves are subservient to humans.
No, he's just in dumb.
Oh.
So if he says don't do it, I do it.
And then I pulled him out of the fire later.
Aha.
That is why
brains of
she
the
is
operation.
around.
Can I get a look at your duds here? What are you wearing?
My cloak of elven kind.
Yep, pretty much standard elf stuff.
My magical bow
Oh,
of
that
piercing.
does look dangerous. Are those runes? I don't know what those
Of course,
do. I have no
their
idea what those
wings.
do.
The wings make it go faster.
Ah, that's exactly what I said. I have shoes that do the same thing.
Excellent.
How about you, big fella? What do you got? You got a sword there?
Yes, it is mighty. I also am shirtless. This is all hair.
Have you, you don't really wear armor then?
I have no need for armor. My pecs and steel abs are my armor.
And you,
Provide the armor.
yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Got it. So you're the wizard.
Sorceress.
Oh, okay.
Thank
so
you.
that was my next question. Memorize type of spells, or do you cast from just like somewhere in deep from you, or like are you pulling it from somewhere else
Well,
and shooting it out?
I cast from this character sheet.
Right. But I'm like just in general, like does your god grant you the power? What are we talking about here?
No, I've mastered these skills through hard work.
That's what I needed to hear. Okay, so training. That's good. That's good.
Is there
You're
no?
an excellent candidate. So, what's the quest? What's the quest? Where are we going?
Who are you?
What is this we?
We?
Making a lot of assumptions here, spaceman.
Oh, see now you say spaceman, but I say rogue. You don't have a rogue.
He is correct in this assumption.
That is true.
It's true.
Well, the thing is, you used to keep having them, but you cycled through so many because they kept dying.
Mhm.
It's just
And he has preemptively agreed to do the quest sight unseen.
Yeah,
And-
whatever your quest is, I'm on it now.
I am okay with him dying for us.
Ooh, me
I am
too.
as well.
All
We're in
right.
agreement.
Welcome aboard, bro.
I'm really hoping that attitude changes soon.
What is your name, soon to be dead adventurer?
I am I'm Jonamox. My name is Jonamox. That's my name.
John, it is.
Nope, it
No?
is not. It is not John.
Jono.
Jonamox. One word. Jonamox.
Jonah Mex it is.
Oh boy. Yeah, see, I didn't like you before, but now, whoo-hoo.
I love me.
And it's good that you do.
Somebody must.
Well, Jonamex, lead the way.
I
No?
don't know how you made that sound racist, but you sure did. Okay.
One of my many elvish skills.
I don't know the way.
strangest dressed rogue you have ever seen.
Yeah, I'm.
The fur blends in, I believe.
Yep.
The weird goggles.
Oh yeah.
Well, there's two kinds of rogues, those that blend in and those that stand out. He seems to be the attention-drawing kind.
Arrows are drawn to attention.
Great. So the quest is.
Dragon.
No shit.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, shit. We go to slay a mighty dragon, as we have many times before. But
So
this
many
one,
dragons.
This one is particularly bad
oh yes,
because.
because it is more dragon than ever before. That is my answer, and I'm sticking by it.
I believe that. Hey, how about you? Do you know the answer to that question that I just asked?
No, we're aware of rumors of the dragon.
Quick,
and-
are you in danger, by the way? Do you need help of any kind?
Of course not. My ginger ale is strong and no longer carbonated. It was a mighty weapon, and now it is nothing but a fire poker. I digress, we are in no danger.
All right.
Like,
We are too mighty to ever be in danger. Unless we are in danger.
Oh boy. So, how far away is this dragon? Any idea? I mean, am I going to be traveling with you three for days?
Yeah.
Days.
At least.
Great days.
We just started.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
This
where
is
we
day
came from.
one.
Is it?
Yeah,
So the town.
it's not
that
a
you got
quest
the
until day
from
4.
At an inn, I assume.
The king, sir. We were tasked.
Oh,
by the
Legendary
king.
heroes. We
We don't go
for
to
a while.
inns for quests any longer.
Inns
We
come
don't
to
pay
us.
either.
Wow, that. Wow. I don't
He's
know.
impressed.
Yeah,
I
I've just
can
never
tell.
seen. I've just
Yes.
never actually seen snobby heroics in action before. That was
Well,
super cool. Like
that's
that was
why
about,
we're here.
That was about the elfiest thing I've ever even heard of, and I've never met an elf before.
let me tell you, you'll never meet another like me.
No. I mean, you mean a large bearded one?
Yes.
Yeah.
We are a special
He's
breed
unique
of
in
elf.
that way.
Dwarf elf. Dwelfs.
His father was, well, we're not completely sure.
I told you his name. Rutger.
Hauer.
Yes.
Yes, I know of him.
Wait, you guys know Rutger Hauer? Blind Fury? You know Blind Fury?
No, the runner of the blades.
Oh, yeah. He did that too.
Yes. Good speech at the
Which
end.
means you're probably in there. Hey, Guy. Can you hear me, Guy?
Who is this guy
Guy.
you speak of?
Oh wait.
You may have
Can
made
I
a actually?
Elf,
come
woman,
forward?
guy. That's
Oh.
it.
I would
There's
like
bennies
to,
in the store. You can spend them to move.
I would like to try and shock him out of it, or at least give him the idea.
Okay. Talk me through this.
I'm going to shapeshift into my natural form because that will make Jean-Rita at least react to me physically, since ancient racial enemies and all that.
Oh yeah, that's definitely. So I'm gonna need a focus roll from you. What do you got for that focus?
Oh, it's an 8, but that's not going to matter because I'm going to roll a 1.
Okay, give me a D8 and a D6, please.
Go ahead, Leo. Ruin me.
Let's roll a couple of ones
I'm
right off the
very
bat.
good. Oh, there we go.
Awesome.
Not either of those are good enough.
No, not those. Those are pretty terrible.
So he's like, wait, I've got something, and then he melts into a puddle right in front of you.
It's a monster! Slay it!
Oh, crap.
Or it's a great rope.
Kill it quickly before it changes into another form.
Stop it. No.
Hashtag Shanso right now. This is more of a journey, soon to turn into a quest.
Well,
For the
I
fourth
agree.
time.
yeah, in a lot of ways, Keen, it is. Except, I mean, this will definitely have an end. So,
Buzzing!
Or will it?
Ooh.
will it?
Ow.
Yeah, no. Sorry, I spoke from a place of pain. I didn't mean it.
Sure you didn't.
Always in a bad mood when he's goo.
This.
You know, when he becomes goo, something like in the back of your head like screams bloody murder at you, Gogan.
I am hearing something. It is demons. What have you done, foul creature?
But I take a step back.
I
Behind
follow.
Gogan.
Follow suit.
Little mouth pops up on me.
There's
On the
kind of
goo.
a melted face there.
Give me a second. This wears off. Eventually reforms back into myself.
Are you reaching out to Jean-Rita? Or
No, that was just in general. Like
In ge-
I,
oh,
I
okay.
was a goo pile. I'll
Oh, okay.
reform myself. That's not what I meant to do.
Good.
I'm
That did not
possessed.
seem all that useful.
What are you talking about? Can you fit under a door?
Can you move in goo?
Oh yeah.
Oh, well then you should do more of that.
Thank you. This is what I keep telling people.
it is a valuable skill.
I'm not sure about your control over it.
Oh,
but-
it's not perfect. But what is?
There was a strange mouth or anus coming from the top of the puddle a moment ago.
Why do you know what anuses look like so clearly?
Do not judge him.
I do not.
Yeah. You can always tell.
I've looked in mirrors. My anus is mighty. I've only seen my own. It is spectacular. A mirror, you see, around to the back. You know what I'm saying?
Like you just
Very hairy, but very nice.
wow. With as expensive as I assume glass is in this world,
The one you see. The one thing he does with it.
the first time you see a mirror, it's like I'm going to check out
Let
my
me
butthole.
see that.
That's
anus.
I can't see it normally. It's the only part of my body I don't know is
Oh,
fantastic.
this is going to be a long trip.
But
Which
now
way
I
are we
know.
going, noble heroes?
Forward.
Forward.
And I
And
assume
forward.
We think alike.
I assume this is a world without jeeps.
They seem to be walking.
What is a jeep?
You have horses though, right? Like people ride horses here? Except for us?
Lots of times they do, but for these particular heroes, the horses tend to die a lot, and Samir doesn't like it when horses die.
No. Also, you can't go while you're picking up horse, feeding a horse.
So we're just gonna walk all the way there then, like.
For the aesthetic.
Wow.
For the aesthetic.
You know, Lord of
What
the
was
Rings would have
aesthetic?
been like an hour shorter as a movie if they just would have
Had more
ridden
horses.
horses. Just saying. You have no idea what I'm talking about, but
Who are the
Trust me.
No,
Lord
but
of the
you seem
Rings?
intent on horses.
Do you know these people?
Yeah.
Where are their rings?
oh,
What
traded them in
lands
for
are?
statues a few years ago.
We walk.
So we're adventuring. You gonna sing an adventuring song, maybe?
Possibly.
No, I've never actually been in an adventuring party before. Is this your job? Is there a union?
No.
A union of spirits and pecs.
No.
Does that answer your question?
You just described a bathhouse to me.
Yes.
I just mean my pecs.
Yes, you actually said that. Well done. Wow. Also, you haven't actually broken Merc yet. Try harder. #jam.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, that's a lot of jam.
That's a lot of jam.
I will remind you, there are 4 bennies in the store, and those bennies can be used to move yourselves on those sliders if you feel the need to let somebody come out. If not, that's okay too.
I'm just talking to all of you now. My name is Jonah Mox.
Mm-hmm.
I come from a spaceship,
There's a ship.
like a boat,
Okay.
but
Not-
in the sky.
That's
Sky boat.
different from the meteor that you rode down.
Yes.
There's
yes.
a sea in the sky.
Oh, for sake. Okay. Starting over. Oh. Oh.
What is this?
Looks kind of fun, doesn't it? Elf?
Can I?
I want to sell it.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Backpack. Truth and justice.
We spending the benny?
Oh yeah, I'm spending a personal Benny.
Spending the personal benny.
Yeah.
Going
Yeah.
to the middle.
No, you don't get these yet, but
Oh.
still. Sorry. No, I just got.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Going to the middle for Vector.
All right.
All
Huh?
right.
You feel me right?
I don't know what.
Come on, VR.
I know. I got you. I'm just
Okay,
trying
good.
to figure out what we're trying to do. 'Cause-
Okay. Are you halfway there?
Yeah, I'm good.
Great,
I'm
great,
good.
great,
I'm
great.
good. Good.
So,
I'm gonna do a
what's your
little
friggin' mission? There's a
Detect
dragon. What's up with the
arcane,
dragon?
because
Tell
I
me about the
suspect
dragon.
some mind control.
Oh, good plan. So, what is your spellcasting capability or sorcery in this case?
Let's see. It says D12 plus 1.
Ooh, then we're gonna need a D12 and a D6. Add 1 to it.
Dragon's got so much loot.
Yes. Dragon's got so much
This
loot.
is the richest dragon.
A 10 is a success with a raise. You know, there is a very faint magical aura coming off from that Jonah Mox character.
But not.
No,
He's
not at all.
Hmm.
But that fancy looking silver like thing he was holding in his hand, that's definitely got some magic attached to it too.
Dark magic.
Yeah, there's some sinister evil
So
magic on that thing in his hand. It's a really funny shaped wand, as far as you're concerned.
Very dangerous and evil, funny shaped wand.
Yeah.
Some would say the most evil wand ever invented. Mostly because it can be mass produced and even kids can use it, but whatever.
Topical.
More
Message!
wand. We need more wand control, everyone.
The more you know.
Licenses.
Licenses,
Background checks.
background checks.
Okay, guys. Everybody.
What sense do you get from his strange metal wand?
Well,
Oh, it's got some magic. Probably not the kind that comes from around here, but yeah, dark magic from another world.
yeah, dark magic.
Is it to be trusted?
No.
Oh no.
That-
Why is it in your possession then?
By
Because
extension.
if anybody else held it, it would probably take over their soul and
John-
turn
John
them into a
Mox.
walking machine of death.
as
Okay,
opposed
okay.
to you, who is
Right.
not a walking machine of
I'm
death.
more of an oozing
Machine
machine
of
of
death.
death. I think
Witness, did see that, yes.
I'm not gonna pretend that that I'm not a walking machine of death, and I just don't consider myself that right now. Mostly.
Uh-huh.
Today.
Gogan,
Yes.
I just wanted to see the look of consternation on your face closer.
I, I am fairly confused.
Yes.
So, as a group, I think our biggest problem that we have right now is that
Is that a man fell out of the sky and completely changed Samir's personality and admitted to having a dark magic wand
Yes.
of death.
That's
That
another
is
strong-
probably-
That's
That's a
only one of our
very
problems. But I
big
think our
problem right
biggest
now.
problem is that Praxis aliens in general are the biggest cowards in the known galaxy.
Cool. I'm not sold on this our problem thing. I think that we have now separated into we have a problem with you.
Oh, no.
We may have a
Guy
problem.
Whiteman, John Ritter, you're going to be spending a personal Benny to go in the middle. John Ritter will not take that comment from Jonah Mox at all. You will not let that shape-shifting puddle of goo besmirch your vastly superior race.
Yeah, they're not even good at fighting.
Well, I think we should. What did you say, bitch?
Welcome back, buddy.
Yes. Do not say such things again.
You are a mighty warrior.
Yes,
So,
I am.
Shadris, I know that he's not explaining it.
Okay, so now there's 3 of us that think that I'm right, and only 1 of us that thinks that I'm wrong. And the problem is, I've only met you a couple of times. I know we live on the same ship.
I know it's like I don't exist when I'm not there.
Well, I mean, you spend a lot of time in that backpack for whatever reason.
Weird stuff.
And I understand we just don't have enough quarters on the ship right now, but
So,
that's the way things are. Oh dear.
are you,
Oh, there's something weird happening at the table.
There's
it's all up
someone-
under it.
someone's
None of us
climbing
is
under
gonna
the
get
table.
touched.
It's weird. Someone touched my foot.
Shadris. Okay, here's what I think. So you got magic, I've got some magic, he's got dark magic. What if
It seems like an interesting mystery to solve, doesn't it?
we just went
Does that
along
even work?
with
Is
it?
she like-
Ooh. Oh, yeah, nice.
But you're
A
doing
mystery
this
indeed.
Oh my
without
God,
magic.
James.
Hmm.
What type of world does Sam come from?
In 1980s alternate Earth.
But like,
Went
80s
back
and
in
90s.
time. It was 90s last time.
It's 80s and 90s, you know. Computers are a thing,
where-
but
but
it's still kind of noirish, right?
oh, very,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like every thriller movie that was set in the 90s.
Shadris, my husband has disappeared, and I need to help you find him. He was involved with some very bad people.
All right.
Thanks for being on board, Shadris.
Sold.
Go to the club and find him. He'll be in the back office.
Fell out of the sky into my office that day.
I only need you a little bit here for just a couple of minutes, people.
All right. Spending a penny on that.
There you go.
Please, Jonah Mox. At one point.
All right,
make
so
a
now
shape to
everyone's in the middle.
He had legs that went up to.
Right
just
about
kept-
here.
they just kept going.
Flat on top.
Legs that ooze down to there.
Down to there.
All right. Here you go. Guy, left ear. Put it in your ear, Guy.
Ah.
Bluetooth. There you go.
Okay, okay. Get me out of here. This
Sam,
guy's stupid. He's so
Vector, You
stupid.
shouldn't even feel them that way when you go full avatar. You should have no problem. But as long as you've got a little pilot going on, if Pierce has anything to tell us, you'll be able to hear it too.
Are you guys
I
there?
have hair like
Yeah,
Weird Al
yeah.
Yankovic.
Yeah, I got them all. This is a huge pain in the ass, Pierce. You didn't say it was going to be such a huge pain in the ass.
I think I mentioned it was going to be a pain in the ass.
Okay,
I
no,
don't-
you did.
Which is precisely why I'm not doing it.
Also, you shoved me into that escape pod.
It was on the timer for launch. I mean,
You gave me the finger as it shot out, of the ship, and you waved to me. Don't think I've forgotten that because I really haven't. You're a dick.
I'm starting to think this guy's
Seconded.
kind of a dick.
We have a very special relationship. We've been planning a heist together for several weeks.
we can't tell everybody that.
I don't know what that means. What's a heist? And how can I get one and sell it? He's such an idiot. He's such an idiot. Please, please.
Seems like a great
it's
guy to
like
take
being
on a
in an
job.
empty void.
Yeah. All right. So you're all earpieces now. If there's any equipment that you had sent with me ahead of time, I have it here for you if you need it. Is there like a magnifying glass or something that you need? A
No, I
fedora
actually feel much
maybe?
better equipped now
Yeah.
with. I got a magic staff. I had a little gun before.
Yeah. So,
It's amazing. Magic staff, artifact of power. Yes, sorry.
great. So, what kind of stuff can you do?
Blasty stuff.
Blasty stuff is good. We need blasty stuff.
And barrier stuff. Barrier stuff.
Good.
Yeah.
So protection and attack.
Yeah. Yeah. No, well balanced, gal.
All right. So, you might wanna-
Decades of practice, well balanced.
and you don't have a bonded avatar currently, correct?
I'm not sure what that is.
I didn't think so.
Yeah.
Okay, we are going to
So-
work on
so
this
no.
while we are here today. And tomorrow, and however long it takes us to get there.
Apparently, it's not a quest until day 4.
Why do I feel like Weird Al Yankovic?
It's because of your stupid hair. Vector,
It feels stupid.
what's your elf steal there?
He's a magical archer, so
Is it a magical bow, or does he have magic?
He
He
is
shoots through the
magic.
bow?
He's got magic,
He's got magic.
so he can shoot better. He makes his arrows harder.
I'm
That's fine.
just gonna.
No, okay.
Yeah, let's.
That's not how bows work.
Sorry, it was a
right?
compulsion. But
That's
by all
fair.
means, look
That's
down the
fair.
barrel of your bow and arrow.
That is
Yeah,
pretty
so
cool.
I could shoot better
Good.
and farther and faster and
Stronger.
Better.
stronger. In fact, everything is better.
Is that better than what you got right now? Think about it. Take your time.
My guns?
No, I mean the ability.
What ability?
So when you bond somebody,
Okay.
you get some of their stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
Like that's why I can do a little bit of gun magic now.
yeah, yeah.
It's also why I have a disfiguring scar on my face. But still,
Okay, okay. So I don't have a bond. So then this is better
I
than.
think you do, bud. And you just don't know it.
Oh. Okay. How do I meditate? Do I think about it?
Think about anything that you can do as Vector that you couldn't do when we started.
Okay. Okay.
Thinking back, there was a brief period of time where you came back from being part of with an avatar and were suddenly a lot stronger.
Okay. I'll have to think about that.
Much stronger than you were before.
Much stronger.
I mean, to hear Vector tell it, there's nothing he's not good at.
Yeah,
so
I'm pretty much strong all
how
the
would
time.
you even
so,
know?
So you know.
Yeah, but he was the Bull of Boston.
That does ring a bell. That name gives you some pride, Vector.
I'm the bull. What town are we at? I could be
This
the-
is a road.
I could be the bull of this road.
Yeah.
Road
See?
bull. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Then still yes.
Well, just think about if what you got is better than what you can get. We can only hold one bond at a time.
Okay. All right, we'll have to talk about that on the road as we go.
So we've got plenty of time. Same goes for you,
Still
Guy. I
gotta
don't know
dress-
what Gogan's thing is, but if it's equipment based, we can take it with us, and if it's not, well, like don't think I'm not snatching that staff before.
robbing.
There's a lot of rage happening about that.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. You know why? No roads, no meta end.
Where we're going, we don't need
Roads.
I'm the bull of this road. We just talked about that.
You know what I'm talking about here. There's no prison for people like us anymore. So right now it's kind of carte blanche time.
I wonder how many other individuals across the metaverse are aware of that right now.
Well, we were aware of it first,
That's
so
true.
Pierce, what's the
We've got a head
possibility
start.
of other people knowing about this.
More hashtag Benny for the team to help them secure those avatars.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
All right, when we now that we've got enough of them, actually, we can start the process. When if anybody's interested in banding their current avatar, we can start that
Yes.
process.
Let's start this process.
You like this guy better than the bull, huh?
It's about 84%, Vector. 84%.
That's a lot of percent.
Oh, no, it's up to 85 now.
Shit.
What is? Oh,
The other people figuring out carte blanche is okay and they can do what they want. Yes, he improves shooting, and I need to be better at dealing damage. Like I already shoot amazing,
I'm aware.
but
I've seen you shoot. You're very good.
So yeah, no. you helped me bond this guy on our way to the dragon.
All
he
right.
says he's fine with it. He says he's fine. Thanks, Samir.
As long as you help him, he'll help you.
Let's do this.
Oh,
man.
make sure he's not a complete, like, no weird kinks or, and I mean weird by like you can't handle them weird. Like normal weird stuff is fine.
I can handle everything. Let me tell you. But no, he's just a nice, sweet kid.
Great. So what you're gonna want to do as we go, and like I said,
Centuries older than you.
take your time with it,
Okay.
but take complete control of him,
I'm sorry, Samir.
and then give him complete control,
Okay.
and then kind of find your way back.
Okay. I'm gonna spend a penny and just force Vector in.
All right, going full pilot for Vector Reigns.
That was a mistake.
So does this road just keep going and going?
Do we all get to do this?
You
Or is it
could.
just one at a time? Oh,
Yeah, you can all give it a try. There's no harm in it.
oh, okay.
If you want to spend
It
Benny's
takes a
to do
certain
so.
strength of spirit. Read Benny's.
Mhm.
Strength of spirit. Team.
And a willingness to do so on behalf of both individuals. You can't ever force a bond.
But yeah, you don't.
Okay.
You also. This may not be the one you want to bond. You might want to wait for something better too. You know.
Ah, okay.
So
All right.
This may not be your only avatar.
And keep in mind, bonding is a two-way street. So you pick up something from them, they pick up something.
And don't
from
feel obligated. I mean, you do already have two voices in your head all the time.
was
It's
kinda thinking of-
it's
yeah,
gonna
I
make
was-
it three. I'm not
Right.
gonna pretend like it's not.
Right, right.
you. There are side effects to the
Guy
bond.
struggles with that.
I have a
already. Okay.
gambling addiction that I just didn't have before.
Yeah.
It's just there. And that's not the only kind. There's lots of different addictions.
I don't want Guy.
Luckily, I'm a shapeshifter and I can replicate most of those serotonin levels myself. Otherwise, we'd be probably trying to hook up with some drugs right about now. Every other day for the last 8 months.
So can we only bond with one avatar?
One avatar.
Okay, and then once it's that one, it's that one.
So you let it
Basically
go.
permanent.
Then you can let it go to get another bond.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So it's not permanent. I can technically.
But it's not easy to go back.
Okay.
It's kind of like breaking up with somebody.
Right. Okay, I'd like to do that. Can I spend a Benny to do that? Is that all right?
Well, which way you want to go on the slider? You want to go full pilot?
He had full avatar, so he wants to go full pilot before he goes back.
Okay, so
Yes.
spend a Benny, go full pilot.
All right. That's right.
All Jean Rita and Guy Whiteman. Because of course, a high fantasy setting full of dangers is the perfect place for a forklift operator.
So many forklifts.
You think I didn't bring a forklift?
Whoa!
How big are those pockets?
Pockets. I brought the backpack. I've got a whole world in here.
I'm huge.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you check?
He's could break rocks.
It's not all good news, dude. Did you check the loincloth?
I can't even push. Oh my God! Why is there a mirror down there?
But how does it look?
Why do you think he talks so much?
Oh, okay. There's some drawbacks, but the arms. I like the arms. I feel stronger.
Yeah. What's two
Don't
times?
like the mirror. Gonna take that out. I think it's sewed in.
What's
I don't like that, but that's okay.
also what's 15 times 3?
Oh, it's
Yeah. It's gonna take a little longer. So just remind that your synapses don't fire quite as fast.
I don't
as they-
remember the alphabet.
Yeah. Gauguin can't read.
2BC4 bat. No,
Yeah.
I'm an imbecile now.
No.
You always were an imbecile.
Genre
That's
time.
funny. That's good. That's good. We're learning to joke with each other. I wasn't joking. we're getting along. It's cool. It's all right.
Oh God.
Yeah.
And so you make your way down along the road, arguing with yourselves and each other. And trying to go down this road of bonding as well as this physical road itself.
And I'm talking about it like I'm an expert, but yeah, no, I'm just. After about 10 minutes, you figure out Jonah Mox
Yeah.
is basically right, but he's also mostly talking out his ass.
That long? 10 minutes?
Mostly because he formed a mouth
Yeah.
over his butt.
It
and
took you about 30
literally
seconds.
out of his ass.
No.
So one of those people that pretends to be an expert because they did something one time.
I did it 2 times. Thank you very much. There was also the French guy.
Yeah, that was an accident.
Yeah, and I got rid of him mostly just because he was French. Oh, also
Is
he
that
was
racist?
also he was a psychopath.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not racist.
He
Okay,
was
so this guy is
nuts.
also a psychopath, but he's a psychopath that understands.
Gee, it's like the three of you have nothing in common.
I am slightly edgy.
Mm-hmm.
Slightly.
Of course, all this discussion and talking distracts you horribly as you make your way into the Briar Hills, and you do not notice the ogres that descend from the hills around you until you are, well, completely surrounded by vile, disgusting, terrible ogres.
How many ogres are there?
A dozen.
How?
A lot of ogres.
They're really big.
Yeah.
How are they so sneaky?
They were very quiet. I didn't see him. You were not paying attention. Well, I wasn't.
Neither of you were
He's
paying
right.
attention.
He wasn't.
No, don't you don't have to take
I
that
did
from
not
him.
ask your opinion. I will kill you. No, hey,
You-
we talked about this.
Yeah.
No more violence. He's my friend. He is not mine. He's mine. Sorry.
It's okay.
we
It's okay,
really-
guy.
Continue. I
Genre, you're my friend.
We need the violence.
You're my comrade in
need
arms,
that.
Genre.
don't-
See these guys, these ogres are gonna kill us all if you don't be my friend.
He likes you. Ah! Was that necessary? Okay.
And
okay.
these ogres look awfully hungry.
So you guys handle ogres, right? That's a thing you do here?
I'm
Got some confidence about that, yeah.
Your avatars are good with it? You can handle ogres? Just reassure me, Vector Reigns.
Vector Reigns can handle whatever. Samir, he's fine.
Let's see what happens with the carts.
Oh boy.
Pull out a bow.
Oh, would you look at that? Well, I guess you're going to start us first there, Sam / Shadrus, being here in the middle. You get both worlds there,
Okay.
and you get to go first.
Are we 100% surrounded? Are we like horseshoe surrounded? Like what's
It's
going
more
on here?
horseshoe,
More
like-
horseshoe? Okay.
You could probably run away, but
I'm not
know.
not gonna run away, but I am gonna step on the open side of the horseshoe and cast deflection on my meat shield here.
yeah. All right.
now, of course, you can spend extra points to cast it on multiple individuals if you want.
Good.
You could.
It's up to
Incidentally,
you.
I'm the only one who can really die here.
Incidentally.
I'm not sold on that as a motivator yet.
I wouldn't be either.
I helped train you. I should be a mentor
And
figure.
you were a jackass about it the whole time.
Exactly every moment.
Like,
now I
going-
regret it.
Going from Rhonda to Jonamox was like, woo! Oh dear.
Downward
Oh
slide.
dear.
Yeah.
You guys lived.
I feel so strong. I want to rush him.
Yeah.
You guys want to rush him? I
Cast
feel
in
like
a
I want to just
deflection.
use my
Okay.
these
I'm
muscles.
going to need a sorcery check from you.
So that's going to be D12 plus 1.
All right.
Go
I'm
with-
gonna get
go with your
D12
gut,
and
dude.
a D6. That's going to be a success, but not a raise.
I'm going to take the success.
All right. So that means any attacks that are going to be targeting you, Guy Whiteman / Shangri-La, are going to be done sort of -2.
Ooh.
Thank you. You were always my favorite.
Mm-hmm. And I think that puts. Oh, you next.
All
Guy
right.
Whiteman, you're
Guy
next.
Whiteman.
I don't know why.
He was a
I
very
just want
white
to take
man.
this sword. I want to run at him. I never feel that way about anything. But
Oh, get
I
him.
want to just run at him and
Blood, death, and
use my
vengeance,
muscles
buddy.
to-
Blood, death, and vengeance.
Yes.
I'm Brentford.
Why does that jack me up so much? I don't know why, but that's really riling me up. Okay.
RPDM guy.
See these muscles? Gonna get you. All right. I've never felt this powerful before.
Banzai! Go.
I'm running at him.
All right.
Yeah.
Running forward, sword in hand. You're going to need to be making a fighting check to do so. What do you have for your fighting?
Where am I fighting? Where
No, I would use Gogan's. He looks like he probably has a pretty.
Oh,
he, has,
right,
he has
yeah.
a
That's a
12
12.
fighting. Yeah, use the 12.
Unfortunately, he put himself in full pilot, so he can't.
Oh, he
use
only
fighting.
has guy.
Oh.
I
Oh,
mean,
but
unless you want to spend another
So-
Benny and move back.
he also has genre to score, so he's still got a 10. He's
Okay.
he's in good. He's in good shape.
A 10 and a 6 will work. Give me a 10 and a 6 for a fighting check. Going against the parry score. Oh, we've gotten aces to a 7. It's going to be just barely good enough to hit.
All right.
Just barely. That's going to do so. Now, of course, you get to use the strength and damage that's done by Gogan rather than Guy Whiteman, because, well, you're in Gogan's body.
Well, thank God for that.
So what has he got listed for that sword down there on your weapons for the damage that it does?
Let me see.
Strength plus
Sword
D10.
plus 1 to strength plus D10. That's
And
right.
what is Gogan's strength?
D10.
D10.
So D10 and D10 for damage rolled against that ogre.
Kill that.
Oh, a 9 and a
Nice.
9 is an 18, and there is one less ogre as the headless body topples to the ground.
Did you guys see that? Did you see what I did?
That was very nice.
Good work, guy.
Well, thanks. I'm going to do it again.
All right.
That was very impressive. And that takes us to Jonah Mox next.
Oh, he's doing the thing.
Where did Jonah Box go?
He's doing the thing.
Try not to make an imprint, you know?
Okay. I'll take a D8 and a D6 as Jonah Mox tries to shapeshift and make himself not part of the battlefield. 6 aces. You're actually going to pull it off this time.
Oh.
And Jonah Mox is gone. Just flat out disappears. Not present. Vector?
Well,
I mean, you don't have a gun, but you've got this bow and arrow. It's not like you haven't used the bow and arrow.
it's not my favorite, but I'll stretch it out. I'm going to fire 2 arrows into the one right in front of me,
Okay.
into its eyes.
Oh, into its eyes.
Oh.
One
And
each. Just one.
One in each eye.
Yeah, one in
All
each
right.
eye.
It's gonna become
Curious.
Cyclops.
Samir, is this the bow gets a +2 to hit?
No, that's Samiro gets that extra plus.
Then I'm going to shift. Use another bang to go into the middle.
Okay. Now, of course, that means you get a -1 to any of your skill tests.
Still a
but you get to
+1.
use-
I'm
You
okay
get to
with
use
that.
either side skill test and all of the abilities on both sheets. So I think you have a couple of edges on Vector's that
I
will help
do.
you, and a couple on Samir's that will help you.
I do,
Yeah,
in
you're
fact.
really good at everything.
Just shooting. That's all. So I'm going to shoot those 2.
Okay.
So that's 2
But
shots.
He said he was only good at shooting. You heard that, right?
Mhm,
Okay, so we can disregard everything else.
Shut
he
up, you.
says?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So I
So
get
you get marksman.
I'm with
so
you.
Marksman.
You can ignore 2 points of those called shot penalties.
2
Do you have
points of a call
anything
shot.
else like that?
I have sharpshooter.
Okay, and what's that make it?
Up
Up to 4 points
4
of penalty?
penalties.
Okay, so there's called shots to the eye are at no penalty.
Correct.
Cool. I get a +2 to hit
Okay.
because Samir's really good with the bow.
So even at a -1, you're still at a +1 to hit.
And marksman doesn't stack twice.
No, it doesn't.
So unfortunately,
So whose shooting score are you going to use?
they're both D10.
Okay. So we get a D10.
This is going
Well,
very
multi-action penalty makes it -1 altogether. 'Cause there's
So-
an extra penalty.
So it's a
too.
straight D10 for each shot.
No, it's D10 -1 because it's 2-point penalty for multi-action.
Oh,
So
okay.
D10 and D6 at -1 for the first shot is going to hit, and D10 and D6 at -1 for the second shot. That one, not so much.
Gonna use a Benny for that one.
Reroll that, see if we can do better with a Benny spent. You do have those extra ones.
Hey.
Oh, that's 6 aces.
Nice.
So that one's going to hit with a raise. So you have 1 success and 1 success with a raise. What is the listed damage for that thing?
Listed damage is 2d6.
All right, so 2d6, those are shots to the eye, so they get an extra d6 thrown in, and the one that's a raise gets 1 more extra d6 thrown in. So our first damage result is going to be only an 11. So not all that great. The second
It's in his
one
eye.
is 4 dice altogether.
But you can still
Throw in 1
look
more
around.
die in there.
Oh,
yeah.
that's true.
14 on the second shot.
He just says 2 arrows in his eyes. He's like, "Huh?"
Unfortunately, with both of those effects, you only get a shaken and a shaken, which is enough to get a wound. But because they're ogres, the ogre does not fall down. The ogre, however, cannot see as it has an arrow in each of its eyeballs.
So I needed.
Oh, gross.
And is now screaming in a voice that is way too high pitched for a 10-foot tall monstrosity.
You guys, I should be disturbed by that, but I'm not.
That
I love
was
it.
totally cool.
I love it.
And that leaves it 2 ogres, which we have 1 blind one and 10 that are not blind. Now, 4 of those that are not blind are going to close in on the impressive-looking Gogin, as his, he looks like the most dangerous wielding that big sword. So if I can get 4 10-sided dice rolled, trying to hit Gogin's parry score, which of course it's actually Guy Whiteman and John Ritta's parry score because Gogin's not in charge. What is your parry score for Guy Whiteman and John Ritta? You don't get to use Gogin's high score, unfortunately. You're on the wrong sheet.
Oh, I don't get to use Gogin's.
No, you're all in pilot. But hey, on the bonus side, because of Shadris' spell, those attacks are at -2, so we have a 1, a 0, a 7, and a 3.
My parry is 7.
So one of them manages to just meet it, which gets through. And in turnabout fashion, that's going to be 2d10 damage.
Doesn't he have -4 to attack him because I cast deflection on him?
It's -2 with a standard, -4 if you got a raise.
Okay,
on
so
casting.
so it's -2.
Yep, which I did. Then.
Okay.
That's what was after the math.
Okay.
One of those managed to
Just
meet
checking. I did one thing today, and I want to make sure it's working.
it. It helped, I promise. Does 6 beat Gogin's toughness? Because you're in Gogin's body, so his physical toughness applies. What is his toughness? What is Gogin's toughness?
It's got to be higher than 6.
Pecs of
It
steel.
is 8.
Yeah.
8? Okay, yeah, that is not gonna hurt. It doesn't even get blood shed. I mean, a giant club strike, and it just kind of breaks open the wood. You do have pecs of steel. You really do.
This doesn't hurt as bad as it should. It's like a sliver.
Let's keep going with that. That's good.
Yeah.
Now, of course, that still leaves 1 blind one and 7 that are not blind that have not acted yet. And they are going to close in. 3 of them are going to try to rush at the very dangerous-looking sorceress because magic bad. Even ogres realize that magic bad. And so those are going to be d10s against your parry score. Now, because you're in the middle, you can use whoever's parry score is better.
Oh, excellent.
So if I can get 3 10-sided dice rolled, please. Uh-oh. We have an 18, an 8, and a 5 against your parry score.
Can I spend a penny to re-roll those?
No, those ones are mine.
I like that idea, though.
I do like it, but no.
Sead, because my parry is 6.
Okay, well, only 2 of those hit, but 1 hit with a raise. So we can do 2d10 damage for the not raise against the toughness of Shadris. 9 against Shadris' toughness.
Toughness is... Okay, it says 8, but it's got a 3 in parentheses.
That means 3 of that comes from armor.
Okay,
which
so it's
your
just
armor is
8.
going to apply. And
Okay.
And don't you have deflection up, or it's only
No.
on
No,
him?
I put it on him.
Well, 9 means that it beats it by 1, so that's enough to get a shaken result. So not
Okay.
enough to hurt you badly. But the next one might, as it is 2d10 plus a d6. And only gets an 11, which is enough to get a second shaken result.
Which would be
Okay.
enough for
Which is
a
enough to
wound.
inflict a wound
I-
altogether.
Can I
You
make
could,
that not happen?
You could choose to soak one of those. Or both if you want to spend 2 bennies.
Well, you know what? I have 2 bennies.
I would suggest just soaking the second one, because if you succeed, you don't end up shaking either.
Okay.
Little game rule flaw that they have in here. Not really flaw, just the way they built it.
All right, well, I'm in favor of efficiency.
Spend 1 benny?
Spend 1 benny.
All right,
Working
you get your
as
roll.
intended.
Shadris' vigor score, which is
Okay.
what?
Vigor is 6.
So a 6 and a 6 rolled together, hoping to get a 4 in there.
Hey!
Hey!
And
You're
8 is a success with the
Yay!
raise. Somehow, not a scratch, despite these ogres pummeling you with
Good
clubs.
job, Shadris.
Okay.
And 4 come your way, Samir. So I'm going to get 4 10-sided dice rolled against you. Get to use the better of whichever parry score you have. What's your best parry score?
8.
8? Well, I'm going to match it with one of them. So 2d10 rolled against Samir's toughness. Does 10 beat your toughness?
It does.
By?
By 3.
That's enough to get a shaken result, but no wound.
You know, I'll be shaken.
Okay, going into shaken, and let's go ahead and see what the next round of cards.
I can hear you.
Now, of course,
I'm good at everything.
you can't have that low of a card, Jonah Mock, so I have to give you this card instead.
Oh no!
I also need a new card.
Oh, you do, don't you? Because you happen to be in the driver's seat there. Oh, look, here we go. Well,
Also-
because we go reverse alphabetical order, spades goes before hearts, meaning you're first, Jonah Mox, who no one can see.
Oh, look at me! I'm completely invisible.
Help us, Jonah Mox. You're our only hope.
I'm gonna stab 2 of them. That just
Do
seems
that.
like the best way to go.
Yeah.
All
The
right.
first one will break my invisibility, but the second one will still hurt.
That's not technically invisibility, so it actually does not break a thing.
Right. Well, there you go. I'm still just hard to see.
Yes. That's something called the drop, which means that you get a 4-point bonus on those fighting tests.
All right. I will take that 4-point bonus on those fighting
Are you
tests.
doing any kind of special stabbing them? You know, going for a vital area? or
Yeah, as a
something like
matter
that?
of fact, I'm a neck guy myself, and if these ogres have necks, I would like to stab them in those.
It's an up stab.
That's
just,
okay.
you know, a
I'll
little
just make my
different.
legs a little bit longer.
Stabbing
Legs up
upwards. It's
there.
kind of like, you know, doing a layup, but John Locke doesn't play basketball, so he doesn't know what that is.
Well, if
And
he
he
did
never
play
has to jump.
basketball, he would be fucking sick at it.
Yeah.
That's true. Now, of course, the called shot vitals is offset by the drop bonus.
Mm-hmm.
So that just makes them flat fighting rolls. Multi-action penalty of 2, though, for stabbing 2 of them.
Yeah.
Which gives you what?
Let's see. D12 plus 2 minus 2 is D12.
So a D12 and a D6 for the first neck stabbing maneuver.
Boo, Benny.
Personal or store?
Personal.
Personal, Benny. Re-roll those.
I meant to say store, and let somebody good hit the button this time.
Store and...
Cleo, Dio, Fleo, one of you.
Thought it was surprise.
Let's try it again. Benny spent 6 aces.
Good job, Dio.
And becomes a 10.
All right.
That's going to be a success. Give me another one of those for the second
Second.
attack.
Oh, and I still have a big old... Yeah, that's also...
All right, 2 successes. No raises, but both are successes.
Ooh.
Still pretty great. What is your listed damage?
Oh, that's excellent. I'm glad you asked that. It should be D8 plus D6, right? Yes.
All right, so it would be a D8 and a D6, but you targeted a vital area, so we're adding in a D6. And you got the drop, so you get to add in 4. So we've got a D8 and 2 D6 plus 4 for each one of these attacks.
And 2d6. Oh, I don't like that roll, so I'm going to spend a store Benny to use my Ruthless to
Re-roll
my
it with
damage.
a plus 2 bonus.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's re-roll that. This time we're adding 6 to the result instead of 4. Oof.
Yay. There you go.
15,
Ouch.
21.
There you go.
Your math is strange, but okay.
Next stab.
Yes, 21 works. Next one, this time only at plus 4. Ouch, 2 of those aced.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
One of those aced again.
Oh no. That poor creature.
7.
That's 31. 21 and 31, and
24 and 31.
there was a blind ogre along with 10 others that weren't blind. Now there are 8 ogres and a blind ogre, as 2 more have died from being stabbed in the neck by Jonah Mox.
I'm real good at stabbing things in the neck.
Mm-hmm.
Not so good at shapeshifting.
This is true. And that's going to take us to Sam/Shadris next.
Okay. How many are next to me?
You've got the 3.
the 3?
Yeah, the 3
Okay.
closed in on you. Well,
So-
actually, that would be 1 because 2 of them were just stabbed in the neck by Jonah Mox.
Which means some of them might attack me this round.
Okay.
So you only have 1 right near you to deal with, but there's 4 on each of your allies, Samir and Gogan.
Yeah. So I'm gonna trust in my allies. I'm going to spend a Benny to go full Shadris.
1 Benny spent, store or personal?
Personal. That's my last personal Benny.
Okay, personal Benny spent and full Shadris.
Okay. And I'm going to drop a blast on the 4 that are on Gogan.
You're going to use the selective modifier? So
Yeah, so
Gogan
I don't
doesn't
hit
get hurt?
Gogan.
Very cool.
And because I really want to free him up to come like help me with this guy, I want to make it bigger too. Not bigger, but
Extra damage? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so coming to help you.
Make it bigger.
All right, so I'm
Okay.
going to need a spell casting roll.
Which
from
is D12 plus 1.
you. D12 plus 1. And a D6, of course, because you get the wild die. Because you're special.
Either way.
Either a
you
5 or a 4. A 4 is a basic success, so either one succeeds, just no raise.
Well, I'm still going to take it.
And
'Cause
what
it's
is it with an increased damage?
3d6.
All right, 3d6 damage done to all 4 of those in the blast area. So what are we going to end up with on damage? Ooh,
Suck it.
No.
Ouch.
Sad.
Hurtful.
Not even a scratch at 7. Or, no, there was just the 1 damage roll. It's 1, it's shared. It's
I like
shared.
this one better though.
It's shared by
We don't
all of
remember
them.
what the last one
Yeah, I'm
was,
sorry,
though.
Kevin.
I do.
Which one was it?
It was 7.
I do.
Oh,
I remember also.
shame.
Not a scratch. An explosion of fire goes out around you, Gogan, John Ritta, and does absolutely nothing. Perhaps it was illusory. I mean, you didn't feel it.
Okay, that was cool.
Great pyro show.
Yeah.
Less invested in bonding to this one, gotta tell you.
Oh, I think normally damage works better more than that.
Vector Rain.
Well, I've got this power welling up in me, and
There are 4 around you. It's dangerous. It's deadly.
I'm gonna take a quick step back, and I'm going to use the ability, the magic of smite on my sweet new bow.
So you're going to be multi-acting then,
I am going to be multi-acting. I'm going to be using smite, and then I'm going to shoot one of them
That
in
we
front
play
of
more
me.
than one character?
Okay.
Because we're all doing that.
We're gonna shoot him just normally. We're gonna shoot him just normally.
All right. Well, it looks like you've got a D8 plus 1 normally to use that.
I
smite.
do.
But that's going to be a -2 for the multi-action. So a D8 and a D6 at a -1.
Should be minus, an extra minus. I'm in the middle.
Oh, -2. Do you want to keep, the 1 and the -1
I
there, or spend a
don't.
penny?
I'm going to spend my last personal Benny.
Let's re-roll that and try and do better than 1 and -1.
Hey!
Oh, man, that 8 aces.
Give me some higher. All right.
So that's still a success.
It's a success.
And what does success with Smite give you?
It increases the damage done by this weapon by +2.
+2 to your damage rolls. All right, so keep that in mind. And the shooting roll you're going to do next.
The shooting roll will be at D10.
It would be at -2, but you get to ignore 2 points of penalties because of marksman and...
I did ignore 6 points of
6 points.
penalties.
So do you want to make this a called shot as well?
You
Let's
do
go
the
ahead.
shoot
Let's do
together.
that a called shot. Just right in the throat.
All right, right in the throat. So it's going to be a flat D10 and D6,
No, I'm okay with that.
even with the multi-action and called shot.
That
All
camera angle, it
right,
looks like
you
you're
know?
kneeling next to him.
5 is a basic success. This is really weird. I don't like this.
Hey! my rules, Grimes.
I really don't like that. Creeping me out. I don't like you, RoboCam mounted to the ceiling.
So that was, I'll keep that.
That's a
hit.
success.
That's a
No
success.
success for the raise. So to do your listed damage, which is 2d6,
2d6.
with an extra d6 for the called shot and an extra 2 points for smite, for a total of 3d6 plus 2 damage done.
Yikes.
All right, not rolling great.
Not only, but hey, 11 altogether is gonna get a shaken result.
In the throat.
That helps a little,
Hey,
tiny bit, sort of, kind of, in a way.
done what I've done.
Let's take a peek at these cards, because I think I get to go next, maybe. Yeah, hey, I get to go next. Ogre's time. Let's start with the shaken ogre. He's gonna roll a d6 and try to not be shaken. Success, but no raise, so he doesn't get to act this turn. Only 3 of them that are trying to beat you to death get to act. So we'll start with those 3. At 3 10-sided dice rolled against your parry score.
Anybody
Block with
coming
bow.
for-
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, none of them touched you.
That's right.
That's pretty impressive on your part there, and yeah, not a single one touching you. The one that was trying to bash Shadris to death has turned and is trying to bash the invisible stabby man to death instead.
So
We'll stab you, man.
he moves up on me, huh? I stab him.
Never
And
move
why
on
do
a
you get to do
stabby
that?
man.
You want to explain to this?
First strike.
Oh, first strike.
Never
Oh,
come at a
man.
stabby man.
Never come at the stabby man. The
Never
stabby
do it.
man will
The rules I
stab.
live by.
Yeah, you don't do it.
All right, what's your fighting score over there?
D12 plus 2.
All right, let's do a d12 plus 2 and a d6 as
High enough where I have to say it in a much higher register.
Hey.
I don't like that. It's a dumb roll.
pretty dumb roll. Are you keeping it?
No,
You're
I'm not
betting it?
keeping it.
No.
I got a
Spending a
store
store
Benny
Benny?
in there, yeah.
Store Benny spent. Let's roll it again. See if we can do a little better.
That is better.
A 9 is a success, no raise, but still a success. So it does your listed basic damage. Which
I'll
is
take it. D8 plus D6.
D8 and D6 for damage done. Let's see if this hurts.
Wow.
Oh,
9
9.
more doubles. Not quite enough to break their toughness.
Gets a shaken though, so you're going to stop the attack in motion.
Good, good, good. Yay.
So not going to get bashed, but poor Gogan / Jean Rita is surrounded by 4 of them. Because they've gotten him and grouped up now, they're going to get the gang up bonus. So all 4 of those get a +3 bonus to their attack. So 4 D10s, all at +3.
Fantastic.
But that only becomes +1 because of deflection. So we've got 4, 4, 9, and 8.
None of those hit his parry score.
Nope.
None of those.
None.
What is your
Parry's,
parry score?
Parry's a 10.
Go, go,
The adventurer.
go, go.
Man of bravery.
Pecks of steel.
And your pecs of steel shrug off blow after blow. That's how that's done. And hey, you're last, so you get to finish this out before we go to the next round of cards.
Excellent. Can I run to protect her?
You would be
I
disengaging
owe
from
her
combat.
big. Oh, I
I'm
would?
not sure
Okay.
that you do, to be honest.
Okay.
This is how
It
teamwork works.
was a nice fireworks show. The effort was there. I owe
Are
it.
you in full avatar?
No, he's in full pilot.
Oh, then you want to look at this one and do one of these things. Like
Or, you know, maybe use one of those special
Actually, I should
tricks
do
that Jean
silence.
Rita can do.
yeah,
so I
like
was just
like a
gonna say,
big
yeah.
telekinetic blast of doom.
Okay.
What does he have for powers?
It's on a different page.
Different page.
There you go. And you can do more than one thing if you decide to.
Ooh, damage field. That looks fun.
Okay, so, damage field as in.
Well, I mean, they're all about to attack you, right?
right.
There's 4 guys on you. If they hit you, they're going to hurt themselves. If you do that one, and you could do that one and say that one.
Okay.
Double up.
Finish with a throw him 50 feet up in the air.
Yeah. That's
Can
what
they
I'm supposed-
fly?
They
No?
don't have ogres. They're not
Oh, I
ogres
like
with
that.
wings.
Yeah, I like that.
They don't
I like
appear
that.
to have wings.
That means
you
that
know.
might be
They're
really
not,
fantasy.
they're
physical.
not blue and throwing lightning bolts, so no.
Okay, how many are surrounding me?
4 of them.
4 of them. Could I take all 4 and just boop right up into the?
You would need to use multiple uses of that telekinesis to do so, but you could absolutely do that.
What do you guys think?
You could try at least.
Yeah.
Hey, you
It
haven't
would
used any
be-
PowerPoints today. I say go for
It
it.
would
Okay.
be very cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
And
Let's,
Gogan would approve. of
What do you
doing
have for their
stuff.
psionic skill on the on Guy Whiteman's sheet? It'll be
Oh.
in your die rolls there. What do they have?
Under P, 12.
12. All right, multi-action -2. So we're gonna have a D12 and a D6 at -2 for the first attempt. A 4 is a basic success.
Bam.
And then the second one is the same die result. Go ahead and roll again and see what we get there. Ooh, that's a success with a raise, which makes a big difference. So as you try to propel these up, 2 of them are going to get to roll D10 strengths against that and try and resist it. So we can roll D10 twice as the first 2 with the basic success, and those are both going to fail. And the 2 that are going against the one with the raise have a harder time going against it, but they still get to roll that D10. It's just a lot harder. So 2 more 10-sided dice for the other 2. And no, none of the 4 succeed. So you want to propel them up in the air is what you were going for?
Yeah, let's see how high we can get them to go.
So just lifting. You're not going to let them drop. You're just going to lift them.
Oh, no. I'll let them drop. Oh,
okay.
yeah. Oh,
Throw
for
it.
sure. Oh, yeah. We're just
Throw
going to
it,
go straight up, and then I'm going to go. boop,
Yeah, I
just
think you
see
can
if
only move
fly.
them like 12 squares,
Which is,
60 feet.
24 yards. It's a long way to fall if you've ever fallen off of anything.
Anything more than 20
I've
feet,
fallen
I
off
would
of
think.
things, but nothing that was 24 yards high, no.
Well, under Savage Worlds rules, that's going to be 6d6 damage to each of them. So could you roll 6d6, please?
So red.
Hold on, do you have anything that will help
14,
with that?
15, 16, 17. It doesn't matter because there's so many dice, it still worked. And while it is not a clean death for any of these 4 ogres, it is slow, agonizing, multiple broken bones and contusions.
Oh, they can't fly. Oh.
But it
no.
was science. It was important to test it.
Now we know.
Yeah.
I was wrong, guy. I thought those were wings. Those were definitely arms.
Yeah. Well, we had to
My
know.
bad. My
right?
bad, dude.
Lessons
Yeah,
learned.
we had to know.
And yep, for science, ogres do not fly, and they impact the ground in a rather unpleasant fashion.
Science.
Wow, when did you become my new favorite? That is useful.
Well, there's less than half of them remaining, and let's see what these probably last rounds of cards deals out to. Uh-oh, somebody got a joker. Let's see who got the joker? Let's see who
Somebody got the
joker.
Joker.
Oh.
It was you!
And you can't have a 5, so you get queen.
Yeah.
Now, with the Joker, you can choose a couple of things. Right here off the bat, you can move anyone on their slider to anywhere you want them to be.
Okay.
Any one of them. You don't have to.
I don't think that I want to. Everyone seems pretty good
Not
right
exactly,
You
no.
sure?
now.
Yeah, don't make me wear the wig again.
Yeah.
Not
There's
exactly
a groove
invisible.
that's happening with everybody but me,
Right.
so I don't want to ruin that.
Okay. And then the second part is you can go at any time you want during this round, including interrupting
not
a
in this
turn in
episode.
progress.
Okay, and
So if you
what's
wish
the
to-
battlefield look like right now?
There are 4 of them that are still surrounding your friend Samir, and
Okay.
one of them that is trying to fight both you and a mostly invisible Jonah Mox, and is not doing so well as he got stabbed in the neck.
Yeah, Jonah Moxon's like got that one handled.
Samir looks like he might be in trouble, though.
Yeah, he do. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay. And so I just get to go at any time. That's what the Joker does.
Yep.
Yep, anytime. You don't have to go first, but you can go first. So I'm giving you the
You
option
can
to go
also
first
interrupt anybody else's
before
action.
we go into the next.
Hold on, I'm gonna let you finish.
Oh, I thought you had like a plan.
Nope.
No,
That
you
was
just
it.
wanted to interrupt me for
I
funsies.
wanted to Kanye you.
Shut up, Vector.
When did you become my new favorite?
It also is important to note because
you floozy.
it's important to note because you got the Joker that anything you do, you get a +2 bonus to this particular turn.
Oh, well, that seems great right now. So I'm going to try and do the same thing that I tried to do last turn, but on those 4 guys
Oh,
instead of
yeah.
on those 4 guys, and hopefully
And this time it's going to work
better.
real good.
All right, so that's going to be a 12 and a 6. This time at +3 because of the Joker bonus. So a D12 and a D6.
Benny.
Store Benny spent and
Actually,
roll those again.
that'd be a 5, right, with the Joker bonus?
Yeah, it's enough for a basic success, but going
That
for
is
better than a
yeah.
basic
Okay,
success.
10 is,
okay.
10
And
is
that's a
better than
success
6. Okay.
with the raise. So it would do
This
the
is better for my character to be good at spellcasting.
so it will do the listed damage with your increased damage, which is 3d6, correct?
Yeah.
With an extra d6 for the raise, meaning
4d6.
4d6 damage done. So let's
Don't
roll 4
roll
6-sided dice,
Don't roll 1.
and hopefully that you don't get a bunch of ones.
And also, everybody, we got a Benny from her get pulling the Joker.
That
No,
part I
That
also
is
forgot
not a
to
bunch of
mention.
ones.
No, that
a
is
lie.
a
That's
very
Okay.
impressive.
Instead, that's a bunch of
Okay.
damage.
You are so good at this
So
shit.
dumb.
Oh my!
I feel
Wow!
better about my whole
There was a
life right now.
tremendous explosion around you, Vector, that somehow doesn't touch you, and then bits and pieces of ogre are flung about the battlefield.
They could not handle my radiance.
Charred and burnt chunks of ogre land everywhere.
Sam, you bond that avatar right now.
She's a
Are there any
keeper.
left?
That was an impressive display. There is a single one left between Jonah Mox and Shaggy's the Wise.
So do we give him the muscle, the magic, or the mouth?
Well, I think I'm next, right?
Or the perfect?
Was it a mouth? I
According
thought
to
we decided it
this,
was an anus.
yeah, spades before hearts. So, yeah, you're next.
Cool. Cool.
Just stab him.
I could just
Jump on his back. Right.
But my arm is so tired. Bang, 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 bang.
So you're going
This
to
one is-
shoot him instead.
Yeah. I'm gonna give him a little taste of the boomstick. I'm gonna do the whole thing. You know, give the devil his due. All that shit.
That's a very deadly Jonah.
That's very deadly.
Walk us through giving the devil his due.
Well, you know, I put my hand on the gun and, you know, feel the dark magic course through me, improve my reflexes and shooting skills, and make the bullets come out, you know, the size of golf balls.
I like that. very
Standard
much.
gun magic.
So
Standard.
I'm going to
gun
need
magic.
that spell casting roll from you first. What do you got?
It's a D8. It's not
All right.
very impressive.
But there's no multi-action penalty because of
Because
your
because
gun
I'm,
magic.
I'm doing my special ability.
Oh, and we also get the D6.
Okay, what is that? What is that bullshit? You can't just roll them one at a time like that.
Hey, a 4 is still a basic success.
Yeah, I'll take it.
So
I'll
that
take it,
means
I'll
you
take
get one effect of your choice, and I'm guessing you're going for the increased damage.
it. Yeah, I might as well. Yeah, go for the
Okay.
big boy damage.
All right, then I need the shooting test. Now, because you're in hand-to-hand, you have to beat parry instead of 4 to hit them.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, what do you got?
Do I
for
use my
shooting?
fighting? Do I use my fighting score
No, you will use
instead?
your shooting score.
I'll take my shooting score. Then it's only a 10,
All right, a D10 and a D6.
right?
to shoot.
Unless I changed it. No, it's still only a 10, right? Yeah. I say only a 10.
Holy.
That won't do it.
That,
against
that
parry.
you'll parry the bullet. Okay.
Golf balls.
It
got
has
strong
two
teeth.
sides
No,
of
it's
it.
more
You see, only Marines think that can happen. We're gonna.
it's more move the gun out of the way. But I'll show you afterwards.
I'll be 10 feet away.
They don't. Ogres have strong teeth.
I wasn't
So they-
planning
That's the
on
reason
being
that you
in melee
shouldn't
with
try
this
to
guy.
use a handgun in
Yeah,
hand-to-hand
I-
combat unless you're in a giant.
I thought it was assumed that I'd stepped back first, but that's fine. I will absolutely fight him in melee with the gun instead of the much more.
Do you want to
smart
spend a
knife.
Benny and try that again?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
All right, store Benny spent. Go ahead and roll that one
You
more
didn't
time.
tell me I was in melee still. So I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Oh, I thought this was gonna work super good. No.
Right off the
It's
teeth.
still not going to
Still
work.
not.
Well, I'm gonna spend another goddamn one and
Store
roll
Benny
better, Leo.
spent.
Fuck.
You could do it.
You only
yeah.
have one job for fuck's sake.
Oh no!
And let's go ahead and just spend another
Yeah,
store
I'll
Benny.
spend all the bennies. I don't
Spend
care.
them all.
I'm
all
hitting
the
this
Benny's
guy,
gone.
and there's nothing anybody can do about it.
Hey!
There it is.
That,
All right.
That is the only got to hit. That's going to hit with a raise.
yeah, I would think so.
Now,
It only
because
costs
you
all
did the
bennies.
increased damage, it's going to do the die step bigger of what the listed damage
Right,
is.
so it's going to be 2d8 plus the d6 for the raise?
Yes.
Okay.
So 2d8 and a d6.
And I still have bennies to spend on damage, so you can suck it.
Do we?
I do.
Oh, okay.
You gotta have a thing.
I'm fine with
Hey-o.
15.
There you go.
I was just looking at the store.
15
Oh, no, we
is
have
good
no more
enough.
store Benny.
Yeah.
And down goes the last of these ogres, shot through the face.
All right, you primitive screwheads.
And yeah, that thing is loud. Very, very loud.
your virgin fantasy ears have never heard gunfire before.
I begin to loot the bodies.
That is a great idea. We can actually take their stuff. They're smelly,
There's some
Such as
rotten.
it
Yeah,
is.
there's some
Stuff.
coin of the
Blood-covered
realm
stuff.
and some body parts.
You never know when someone will have a magic item.
Is the coin of the realm gold?
It's mixed silver, gold, copper. There's the whole.
There's nothing
spread.
pure though. That's not
Oh,
going to
no,
be any
it's
good.
terrible.
I'm not
None
gonna
of
melt-
it's been pure.
You can't even melt that down. Throw it away. It's garbage.
It's primitive.
More garbage than Earth money.
I'm gonna put it in some.
How bad a state are we in that we're not even gonna strip the copper wire out of these guys?
We're not there yet. We still have a fabricator that works.
Ah.
Copper's not that hard to come by.
I don't want to loot the bloody stumps.
You don't
Who
have
wants
to.
Oh, what?
You don't. This is not stuff you need to take. None of this stuff will do you any good.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay.
I was worried that we were going to have to loot these guys.
No. We want loot further down the line. We want dragon loot because ogre loot is smelly.
Thank God that's gross.
Yeah, they keep lots of strange things in those pouches that you don't
Really
want to have
gross.
anything to do with. And onward, you travel, leaving the dead bodies behind. Making your way through the Briar Hills into, oh no, the Shrouded Woods.
Oh Christ! Does this place look super scary?
It does look super scary.
Good.
and
Big
dark
haunted woods.
and
This means we're going the right way
mysterious.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The winding path is overgrown in most places. It is terrifying. Well, not to 3 legendary heroes, but
No.
And me.
Shut up, Becky.
3 legendary heroes.
Sam, are you
and the
driving?
Jonah Mox.
And the Jonah.
And
Yes, it's a little bit cooler beneath the shade of the trees.
All right,
and
my
much
dudes.
darker. It's got a sinister bent to the light here underneath the trees.
So I'm not from here, but you guys have avatars that are from here. I guess my question is this: Is 12 ogres a lot of ogres? Like, do they normally travel in big ass
That's a
packs
lot of
like that?
ogres.
Like that seems like that was like a whole family of ogres, if not an outright tribe,
possibly,
right?
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
Oh, you know, that's a really good question. GM?
Yeah, that was a lot of ogres.
That is, in fact,
The
a
really
lot
dumb
of
voice in my
ogres.
head is saying it's a lot.
Yeah.
So many ogres.
Yeah.
But that was still pretty easy, though, right?
Of course.
So you guys really are real
Vector,
heroes for
yeah.
I
this
mean, after
place.
we
You're not like
warmed up properly.
Yeah.
yes.
like you've got some real legitimate skills here.
Yeah.
You're not just like. I always get stuck in like
Legendary
if I end up with like a cool hero avatar, he always ends up being some kind of a joke.
You know, since the 3 of you got so comfortable, before we proceed into the sharded forest any further, let's go ahead and give you that system shock that's sitting there in the store.
Cool.
You've gotten way too comfortable where you're at in the sliders. We're going to move you around some. Let's start over there with you, Guy Whiteman.
Do that. All right.
Whiteman.
Oh, we're going to go ahead and just put that wig right back on. Gogan's back in the class.
Gogan.
Welcome back, Gogan.
Oh, what happens to me? Where do I end up? Oh, right where I am.
Yeah, you're not in an avatar.
Kiss my mirror.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am very, very mortal, but I don't have to switch hats.
Between Sam and Shadris, we're going to have absolutely no change at all. You can get the opposite end of the spectrum. You stay exactly where you are. Nothing happens to you in this system shock.
Ooh, wacky.
Well done.
I know.
And for Vector and Samir, we're going to move you 1 step towards Avatar. So in your case, being in the middle, back to full Avatar.
A haunted wood.
And from ahead of you and, well, below you, you hear a tiny voice. Hey!
Who are you, little friend?
Nobody in front of you, and then
Rarely, friend.
maybe 12 inches tall.
You've been wrong before.
The tiny, furry creature stands in the path for you. It doesn't even look like it has legs. It has a long tail, big floppy ears.
What the bork is that?
I will kill it.
You are a strange rabbit.
I'm no rabbit. I'm a bork.
Holy gods, it's a bork. Everybody run.
What?
I've never seen one of these.
What
What
is
is
it?
it?
You haven't heard the stories about these things?
Absolutely not.
Oh my god, these things nearly ended the metaverse as we know it. I
What are you
think.
talking about?
So it's dangerous.
This is dangerous. This is a tiny rat creature.
You can take it.
Well, Sam, from the research files you got to read when you were at Ranger Rodney's Academy, there was an incident involving metapilots and borks where they nearly wiped out the species, and it almost caused a massive catastrophe on that dimension. But they're otherwise furry, incredibly friendly, and sweet and kind and nature-loving creatures. But the group of pilots was misinformed and thought they were in a simulation, a video game, and that killing borks was worth points.
They
See, I
have no
can't
word
tell
for
if
war,
your
but
glee
97 words for
means
love.
that I should believe you or not.
So they ended up killing an entire village of these borks before they realized that the borks were in fact real. And the suffering they inflicted through poison and popping them open like jelly was
They're even
It
filled
scarred
with
them.
actual love. It tastes like candy.
Samir.
they were
Shadris.
scarred for life from it.
So,
It would be no challenge to kill it. I feel I would be unsatisfied.
And yet the fact
Then
is
let's-
they're like that tall.
Should I use my foot?
They're like fat, green, bouncy squirrels.
Or we could just keep going.
I need your help.
what do you need, little woodland friend?
All my fellow borks were enslaved by an evil witch in the woods.
Shadris!
An evil
It
witch.
wasn't me this time. I was here with you guys, fighting ogres, remember? Can't do both at once.
If you don't help them, she's gonna cook them and eat them.
Oh God. Okay.
Fear
like,
not,
hold
little
on.
thing.
Time out. Time out.
Bork the Borking Borkers. Hashtag dance bork 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 bork
Why not it speed up and slow down? Does it know?
Whoever's doing this,
Oh, it's Lumiere.
is it?
Does it know which bork means which?
Uh-huh.
Bork, 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 bork.
I can't. We literally can't repeat any of that on the air.
It's all
That
swears.
was the censored version?
it's
I'm
all
afraid
swears.
so. Gross. Uh,
Disgusting.
Please help me.
Of course, we'll help you.
yeah, no, we literally have no choice. It's kind of whether we're fighting for or against the masters of the metaverse at this point. We have a moral obligation to help all Borks in need. It's in their bylaws. I don't know why. It didn't make any sense when I read them, but we actually are required to help a Bork in need.
Whose bylaws?
The masters of the metaverse.
I thought we were not happy with them.
We are not.
What is a bylaw?
It's like an extra rule they have because they felt guilty about something that they did, and so they're forcing their morality on other people.
It's like laws, but two of them.
We really should have seen
At
this
the
whole
same time.
turncoat thing
Like
coming.
laws.
I don't know what he's talking about, little thing, but I will help you regardless.
Yay! We're borking saved!
Watch your language.
Is he cursing?
Follow the bouncing Bork.
This way! And it begins bouncing.
He's a
Down the
strange
trail.
creature.
Has anyone thought of asking them names instead of just referring to them as a thing?
When you say, has anyone thought, we didn't ask this one's name, right?
I'm busy, Bork.
Thank you, Busy. Now we know.
Yeah, this is a trap. Never trust
It's been quite some time since we've slain a witch in the wood. I'm looking
Ah.
forward to it.
You literally
I
had
do-
a fight 15 minutes ago. You killed a dozen ogres.
But there were no
not
witches.
a witch. Not a witch.
See, you will never become a legendary hero at this rate.
It's true. You
Well,
can't just kill
Priorities
unnamed
just
ogres.
all over the place.
I wasn't going to kill any ogres. I thought maybe we
See?
could have talked to them.
No.
I was just following your lead because you guys are the heroes of the land, and I'm really just a visitor to hear.
Ogres.
I'm essentially a backpack.
Your
That's my job
assistance
here.
was appreciated, however.
I'm here just to carry the shit that you steal.
Dabby backpack.
Busy,
We need one of those.
Which witch was it that?
She was an evil witch.
An evil witch enslaved Borks.
She's gonna cook us and eat us.
Cook you and eat you, you say.
But
But you're gonna save us.
How many of you
course,
are there?
Of course.
There's lots of us. Come on this way. I'll show you. And
Okay.
it
I am with our
bounces down
strangely
the trail.
dressed friend. This appears to be a trap of some sort.
Oh, it's
Oh,
totally a
space-
trap. Are we going to
spaceman.
walk right into this? I'm
We-
fine. I'm fine with it.
I'm
And despite being so tiny, then he can really bounce like 6 feet in the air on almost every single one of those bounces.
You want to do a little reconnaissance?
of course. I'll follow this bouncing book. I'll be back.
Invisible.
Oh, I'm gonna need that sorcery roll from you.
It's D12 plus 1.
D12 and a D6, adding 1 to it.
Clever.
Oh, that 12 aces. You are most definitely very invisible. You vanish.
A very invisible elf.
Yeah.
Invisible.
So there it is. Gone.
We'll admire your flowing locks anyway. He needs it to keep going.
I'll just imagine them.
I rub them on his face.
Oh my
And then-
mirror is fogging.
And then I'll follow this busy bork.
Bouncing
We're
along.
gonna wait a bit.
Busy Bork seems to have no idea that you are almost right behind him, and the group trailing behind is just tiny bouncing creature is able to cover ground very quickly with these 6-foot bounces.
Is he fast enough to keep pace with that creature?
You have to jog. You can do it. And you slowly begin to leave most of the group behind you, and you follow this bouncing Bork into a broad clearing. And what's Samir's notice?
Samir's notice is D8 plus 2.
If I can get a D8 and a D6 from Samir. Oh yeah, that aces.
Yes.
All right, that is going to be a 13. As you come into the clearing, you see on both the left and right side there are quite possibly over 100 orcs crouched down in the tall grass in phalanx formation with spears pointed. And that is right where we're going to stop because we're out of time for this episode of The Reliables.
Looks like we're borked.
Looks like you're about to be borked, guys. Uh-oh.
Well then.
Make sure you guys tune in next week for more Reliables. This is, you know, sadly, bad announcement. Final season.
Final season of the Reliables.
The
Where
last.
will our heroes end up?
Not in a
Perhaps
broken
dead?
pot.
Perhaps dead.
Maybe contained in Jonamox jars?
Hey, it works for
It's
me.
possible.
Or worse.
Hey, we owe you dancing, Lumiere.
We do owe you dancing. Which, you know, I think is a great way to tune out as we disappear from
Are we
view.
going out with a dance?
We should go out dancing.
That is so very Soul Train of us. Let's do it.
We should go out dancing. I mean, I'm assuming that like music can be pulled off, and if not, we will just pretend there is music.
Yeah, that's what we do.
There's some music.
I'm gonna wait for like, you know, our group of, you know, Leo, Cleo, and Dio over there to cue us. in.
All
I'm
four of
so
them.
glad that we've got 3 texts now.
Yeah.
And Leo.
I'm not a good dancer, Lumiere. You're killing me here.
I don't.
Supposed to be parade music, and it's not as jolly as I thought.
It's haunted. It's very haunted parade.
Very good parade.
Yeah.
Dance, monkeys, dance!
This is
the weird
such a scary dance to do.
I don't understand.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah,
I am creeped
Yeah,
out.
like I'm
Do
just
we
march.
Do we march? Do we?
What?
Do we,
Come on, guys.
do we
I'm
ritualistically kill
literally
something?
twerking right now.
Let's do the thriller.
It's just in time to the music.
The music is so.
And once we've thoroughly embarrassed ourselves, you can go ahead and take us out at any time. Anytime. Anytime at all.
Anytime, get us out of here.
Get us out of here. Please. Please.